Welcome back to No Spin Sports. This is your YouTube host, Via Polly speaking. It's been 2 days since the Sugar Bowl, and what a Sugar Bowl it was, with Georgia beating Hawaii 41-10. Georgia was leading 24-3 at half. Colt Brennan threw 22 out of 38 for 169 yards and 3 interceptions. On the other side of the ball, Matt Stafford threw for 14 for 23 for 175 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. No Sean Marino had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter alone in the Sugar Bowl. This Sugar Bowl was the 5th largest margin of victory in Sugar Bowl history. And the MVP of the game was, of course, Marcus Howard. 3 sacks, 2 caused fumbles, and 1 recovery for Georgia. Now, I love talking about ESPN announcers and how they always think they can predict everything that's going to go on in college football. But I hate to say, I'm the one that predicted the outcome of this game. However, let's go to the ESPN announcers and see what they said before this game on Colt Brennan.
Wanting Shiano to stay in Piscataway, wanted to stay off camera. This first extra point, this one coming from Nick in Athens. How much pressure do you think Georgia will get on Colt Brennan in the Sugar Bowl?
Oh, Nick, I'm afraid they won't get enough pressure on this kid. I saw him out in Hawaii against Washington, and when his coach, June Jones, compares him to some NFL quarterbacks as far as how fast his release is, he wasn't lying. This kid can get the ball out very quickly, and with all those receivers, they need to really cover those guys in space because they're excellent skill position players that he has out there. He's throwing the ball, so he's not going to get enough pressure on Colt Brennan, trust me.
Wow. So this ESPN announcer thinks that Georgia would not get enough pressure on Colt Brennan and that Colt Brennan's just too quick of a passer for Georgia to get to him that many times. Well, here's the stats to that. Brennan was sacked 8 times, intercepted 3 times, and fumbled the ball twice, and was knocked so hard that he couldn't even play the 4th quarter of the game. So, of course, they did get enough pressure on Colt Brennan, and his quick release wasn't quick enough. So, there's your stats for the University of Hawaii football game. Now, I give major props to Hawaii for even getting to the Sugar Bowl. Whose fault is it for Hawaii getting to the Sugar Bowl and losing by that much and having kids go all the way back to Hawaii with so much pain and anguish? Of course, it's the BCS's fault. It's ESPN's fault for pushing them up to be the BCS busters of this year's 2007 season. It's not the players' fault. It's not the coach's fault. It's the ESPN and the BCS voters' fault. That's the reason why we have this huge blowout. So major props to the University of Hawaii football team. They had a great season. 12-1. Great season. However, big props to Hawaii for scheduling big name football teams next year in their schedule. Because if Hawaii goes undefeated next year, we'll know they deserve to be in the Sugar Bowl. So great job, Hawaii, for a great, outstanding season. Georgia was just too fast, too quick for them. Thanks, and that's all from No Spin Sports.